We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Miami Marlins. Interleague Baseball next. Josh Johnson, a native of Minnesota, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, his last start wasn't a particularly good one. Lasted 5 innings and ended up taking the loss. He's a much better pitcher than that, and I think he's looking to at least, hopefully, pitch into the 6th or 7th inning in this one.
Now at the plate, Bobby Rich, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
For the Angels, the second baseman, Bobby.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The high fastball is in there. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Hey, this is a big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Roll? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one at home.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And our game time temperature this evening, a nice 74 degrees. The 1-2. High fly ball out to deep right field. Back goes Stanton on the warning track. He makes the catch.
Batting second, the first baseman, Wally Joyner.
So stepping in, Wally Joyner comes off an 0 for 4 in last night's ball game. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Now the 0-1. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Ozuna giving chase. He can't get there as it falls in.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Boy, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Striding in, Mike Trout. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games. First offering on its way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. Line towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Back goes Ozuna. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. At the plate, Tim Salmon, and their runners at the corners now. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Here's a slider that's inside, 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. One ball, 1 strike, the count. Here's the 1-1. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Angels strand a couple. And now the Marlins will have a crack at things. No score. Dean Chance, a righty from the state of Ohio, will do the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matty V, this ought to be exciting. This is one of the top young pitchers in the game right now. He keeps getting better. He keeps learning. And if he continues at this pace, this guy has a chance to be one of the more reliable pitchers in the game.
Now at the plate, Hanley Ramirez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The shortstop, Hanley
The
Ramirez.
pitch. A ball and no strikes. So, fellas, this Angels team entering play here tonight. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this road trip's been a little bit of a struggle for this team. First 4 games, they find themselves 1-3, haven't played particularly well. They'll find a way to regroup. They have to find a way to play a little bit more fundamentally sound. Start there first.
A ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
You know, D-Roll, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
At the plate, Dan Ugla, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball 1. This is line to left. Anderson is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Batting third, the left fielder, Gary Sheffield.
Settling in now, Gary Sheffield. First chance for him here with a runner at first and 1 gone. Has a look, now the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
This is a tough guy to turn 2 on. It's got to be hit hard. If you're an infielder, you've got to catch it and get rid of it quickly.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Pitch inside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious.
There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And this one is gone. A home run. Two-run shot to straightaway center. Home run number 5 on the year. And the Marlins have taken a 2-0 lead.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look out, this guy's going to do some major damage.
Giancarlo Stanton now,
The right fielder,
as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Here it comes. One out, nobody on. seared down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, and he'll scale the wall here. And did he catch this? He did.
That was a pretty spectacular catch right there. A lot of guys mistimed that jump because they're worried about the wall coming on, but he got it just right and hauled it in. Great stuff.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the big RBI bat of Marcell Ozuna. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Here's a breaking ball that falls in there for a strike to even things at 1-1. Skied into straightaway right. Salmon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. But 2 in the inning for the Marlins thanks to the 2-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now 2-0 Miami. Stepping up now, Brian Downing, looking for better results than last night when he went 0 for 4 in that one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch on its way. A high fastball is in there. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Stanton has a read on it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Batting 7th, the left fielder, Garrett Anderson.
In now, Garrett Anderson. A couple of hits for him in 4 trips to the plate last night. First pitch of the at-bat. Lays off 1-0. Rising fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and there's out number 2. Stepping in, Jim Ferguson, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here it comes. Ball hit high and foul down the left field line. It's strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit to first. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. They trail things here 2-0. Last half of the second set to go, and next to hit is the catcher, Charles Johnson.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
First offering on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And this is pulled foul as he was way out in front there. 1-1. Drilled down the line, but this will get foul. It's a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Hits the top of the zone. He struck him out looking. Up next for Miami, Mike Lowell. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now here it comes. One out, nobody on. And he'll lay off here as well, and it's 2-0 to the Miami third sacker. Here it comes. And he gets this one over at the knees for the first strike.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
He stays alive, still 2-2. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Popped him up. Joyner will have room there as he puts it away in front of the dugout for out number 2.
Batting it.
Striding into the box, Jeff Conine. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no play.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Miami down in order. After 2, it's a 2-0 ball game. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Dean Chance. 9-1-2 due up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And he fouls this one off.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
You certainly know he's not trying to work around the pitcher. But sometimes the hardest thing to do is to throw a strike to a guy that you know won't swing the bat.
This one's down to third. He's got it. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Now batting, second baseman.
Digging in to try it again, Bobby Rich. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
The 1-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike to the Angels leadoff hitter. Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now. But that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
At the plate now, Wally Joyner, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2 balls and no strikes. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
This is a good at bat so far here with 2 away. If you're going to go down 1, 2, 3, at least make the guy work for it. He's doing that, and he's even gotten himself into a good hitter's count now.
And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
Up next for the Angels, the center fielder, Mike.
So a runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. From the belt, the pitch. Joyner leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Now a big swing by Trout, and he connects on this one. That's out to deep left field. And out of here. And I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run shot that time for Mike Trout. 6th home run on the season for him as the Angels have come back to tie things at 2.
Well, this is what makes this guy so hard to pitch to. He has that rare combination of speed and power. You don't want to walk him and have him get on first base. So what happens, you throw him a strike, and he can hit the ball out of the ballpark like he did just there.
Now back
To the plate now, Troy Glaus. And it's fouled away. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The windup and the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1. Fouled off. The 1-2. A shot down the first baseline. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But the Angels get 2, both on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Bottom of the 3rd now, and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, Josh Johnson.
Josh Johnson.
First pitch of the at-bat. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. A ball and a strike.
He's in complete command of his 2-seamer right now. It's got great movement, great depth, running all over the place. This offense is going to have a tough time.
The 1-2 pitch. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
That's a pretty unique pitch sequence, guys. Usually pitching is all about mixing pitches and location, but he threw that all out the window to get that strikeout. He offered the same pitch 3 times in a row, so I guess he sort of used that reverse psychology to outthink his opponent.
In now, Hanley Ramirez. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. A base hit in his first trip. Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
They're going to probably stay away from this guy. He's got so much power. You don't want to miss over the heart of the plate. But I think when pitchers try to be too cute on that outside corner, they might leak one a little bit inside, and this is where that guy would jump on.
1 out, nobody on. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you, but if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
Ugla.
Into the box now, Dan Ugla, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Now a swing, and he gets him to pop it up. Rich ranging into shallow right. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We're through 3, tied 2 apiece. All set for the start of the 4th, and next to bat will be the outfielder Tim Salmon. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And this pitch misses. It's 2-1 now to the Angel right fielder.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Now the 2-1 is blasted out to left center. This one's deep and not coming back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field. Second home run early in the year, and the Angels move out to a 3-2 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, is not the end of the world.
Into the box, Brian Downing. Yes, he'll take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike one. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here's the pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
He's 0 for 1 thus far. Now the 1-0. Finds the zone, strike one. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Started to go around there. Looked like he held up in time. No, strike 2, says the third base umpire. Working for the punch out and the offering. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Great game plan so far by this offense. They're not chasing any of those breaking balls out of the zone.
Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
At the plate, Jim Ferguson will swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And this one's in the dirt, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. hit hard on the ground to second. That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So now to the plate, Dean Chance trying to give himself up here, but this is foul, so the runners will return. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And he pops up the bunt attempt. Lowell is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Bobby Rich. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. Here's the first pitch to him. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And he fouls this one off. The set and the 1-1. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Good plate discipline to lay off the slider that time, and he draws even at 2-2.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Scooped up. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Angels strike for 1, and it comes on this solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 3-2 Angels. Welcome back to Miami as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Ready to take his hacks again, Gary Sheffield, as he'll look to follow up the 2-run homer he launched over the wall last time up. First pitch coming, here it is. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty slider down and away. He has opened up his full arsenal.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Struck him out.
That was aggressive pitching in that at-bat, and I like seeing that. He showed all hard stuff until the 5th and final pitch for the strikeout. When you work off your hard stuff, it really opens up your secondary pitches to be more deceptive.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Stanton is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport. He got the fastball where he wanted and just pulled off of it.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Now the pitch. And right into the shift. Reined in. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up big-time RBI man Marcell Ozuna. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
The 1-0.
Well, of all the guys in this lineup, he's definitely the guy I'd be cautious with, especially with a 1-run lead. No surprise that he's treading lightly right here.
To third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Angels are out in front, 3-2. Striding in once again, Wally Joyner.
The first baseman, Wally Joyner.
First delivery to him on the way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The windup and the 0-1. Fouled away.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch. Wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
Man, that's a good take there on that 0-2 fastball. Just missed. He must have a really good eye at the plate.
And he'll lay off the curveball that's in the dirt that time, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Having a hard time putting this hitter away here, and when I was looking at the tape on him from his last start, this is what I saw a lot of. He's not closing the door on guys, and when that's the case, they eventually get a pitch that they can do something with.
Again, he sends it out of play. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And it's fouled away. In there, 2-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
The next 3-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now. Ready for another shot now. Troy Blount. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Laid off the bender there, but it's in for a called strike.
Ooh, I'm shocked he got away with that one, boys. Curveball right down the middle of the plate, and for him to take that pitch looking, he had to be sitting on something else, but he should have pulled the trigger.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order. They're up 3-2. Now in the box, Charles Johnson. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Here's the pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
You got to cover the whole plate now after letting him steal 2 strikes on the inside half.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
Anytime a pitcher locates a fastball on the inside corner, it's going to be a tough pitch to hit. That one was spot on, and he had no answer for it.
Standing in now, Mike Lowell. Grounder down the line at third. But this is foul for the first strike. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through. This is on the ground over to first. He's right there, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Now to the plate, Jeff Conine. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Sliced hard on the ground. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Miami down in order. They trail 3-2. Carl Pavano takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Number 42, Carl Pavano.
Digging in and looking for more, Tim Salmon. They'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
Fastball catches the black there for a called strike.
Hey, pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
And he takes strike 2.
Sort of surprising to see a 5-hole hitter take 2 in a row for strikes to start an at-bat. Now he's way behind the count, so we'll see if he can battle back.
Fastball called strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged it with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
In now, Brian Downing. As he'll take a look at the pitch too low, it's ball 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. 3-2's our score here in inning number 6. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. The 1-2. This one's down to third. Scooped up. And that's the second out.
The bat.
Digging in once again, Garrett Anderson. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. First delivery to him on the way.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And this will be fouled away. And it's 1-2.
Hey, I don't mind that take right there. That was a nasty breaking ball. Started outside the zone, popped back inside the zone. Good spin rate on it. Move on to the next pitch.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The 2-2 one more time. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Around first, digging for 2. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Now batting.
This thing stays in the park, but let me tell you something. He absolutely crushed this thing. This park is no bandbox. It takes a lot to get one out of here, and he almost doesn't. It carried a long time and hit it halfway up the wall for a long double.
And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
Now batting. The pitcher, Dean.
At the plate, Dean Chance 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Sinker runs outside to start the at-bat. 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. Here's the 1-1. Hit hard on the ground to the right. A dive, and he knocks it down. And they will still manage to get him at first. A spectacular all-around play, and the inning is over. Angels strand a couple, but they still lead it 3-2. Juan Pierre is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Number 42. Juan Pierre.
Grounded to short. Right to him. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting.
Digging in, Henley Ramirez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Hit on the ground to third. Throw gets him, 2 down. Into the box now, Dan Ugla. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Here it comes.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball, and sailed on it.
2 balls and a strike now. 2 out, nobody on. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, he loses him there, but that's just the first walk he's given up, along with a couple of hits, so his command has been pretty solid so far.
Sheffield.
Digging in, Gary Sheffield. He comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves, and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
Up around the letters with that one for ball 2.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
2-0 count. Here it comes. A runner on first with 2 away. 3-1 to the Marlins left fielder.
Well, this has been a long inning already, and I know he doesn't want it to get any longer. I expect a challenge pitch right here.
And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
So striding in, Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
The 1-0. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot he's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
The set and the 2-0. 3-0 now.
If I'm managing this hitter right here, he doesn't even have to look down at the third base coach. You know he's got the green light. He's one of the best hitters in your lineup.
Comes with a slider, 3-0, but gets it over for strike 1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. And that misses. Ball 4, and he's going to need to settle down in a hurry now because he's in a peck of trouble.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
First delivery to him on the way. Got him fishing that time. 0-1.
Quite an interesting outing up to this point as we head into the middle innings. He's pitching quite well, but you look at his first pitch strike percentage, less than 40%. That's going to be something.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Marlins leave all 3. Still a 3-2 ball game. Alvarez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 42.
Seventh inning ready to roll, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Bobby Rich.
Bobby Rich.
First pitch of the at-bat.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Line hard to the left side. Foul. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Nice job there taking care of the leadoff hitter via the strikeout. I'll tell you, in a one-run game, especially this late, getting that first guy in the inning is so important. It changes the whole complexion of the inning, so that was a big out.
To the plate now, Wally Joyner. As he swings and hits a laser to right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the 2nd out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Mike Trout will stride in, but first we take you back to the 3rd as you take another look here at his 2-run homer that had him rolling early on. The pitch. Not where you want the changeup, but he gets away with it for a strike.
It's pretty tough for a hitter to go up there looking for a first pitch changeup, and a good job of dropping it in for strike 1.
Down and away, ball 1. Very tight ball game. 3-2 our score in inning number 7. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And the recovery will not be in time at first, and the inning will continue following the infield single.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's a look over to first, and he's back in standing. Into the box, Troy Louse. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. And it's 1-1. Well off the plate with the change of pace. That's ball 2. Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
The 3-1 pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Good battle. Count remains full. Right side. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 hit. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Angels 3 and the Marlins 2. Garrett Richards will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 42, Garrett Richards.
Last half of the 7th here, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, Charles Johnson.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Hit the other way out toward right field. Salmon is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. Ready for another chance. Mike Lowell. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Inner third let go. It's a called strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Strike 2. Richards, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
Oh, and he hung the slider here, and it's a towering drive out to deep left field. This ball is gone. A home run. So a solo shot down the line in left. Second home run early in the year. And the Marlins have come back to tie things at 3. Into the box now Jeff Conine, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. One and one now the count to the Marlins first baseman.
I think it's about time to choke up on that bat and get that foot down. He's awfully tardy right now.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
That was a big strike out there, guys. The best pitchers have the ability to strike guys out when they really need to. And that second out was really important at this point of the game. Could be something we look back on later when the game's over.
Starlin Castro will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Hitting for the Marlins, number 42, Starlin Castro.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Hit out towards second. He's got it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. Marlins able to knock things up on the solo home run. 7 complete here tonight. We're tied now with 3 apiece. Willis has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 42.
Ready to begin the 8th, and next it'll be the outfielder Tim Salmon. First offering on its way. Fouled off. Willis has proven to be a guy that throws strikes coming out of the pen and doesn't walk a lot of batters.
Boyd, every manager and pitching coach, Matty V, they love to bring a guy in that they know one thing. He's going to throw strikes and not beat himself, and this guy is certainly not afraid to attack the strike zone.
Count is 1-2 now. This is foul right side. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Brian Downing is at the plate as he looks at ball one. Right-hander starts to loosen out in the bullpen now. One out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. Scooped up. In time to first, and there are two away. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Garrett Anderson. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
And Anderson able to lay off there. It's back to 1-2. Bases are empty here with two men out. And that one misses badly. It's ball two. And he fouls this one off. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. No change in the score. It's 3-3. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Hanley Ramirez. First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Stepping in now, Dan Uggla, fouled away. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The windup and the 0-1. Line drive, base hit to right.
Many guys fall victim to the breaking ball and want to get out in front of it, and they end up rolling it over to the pull side. Batter was able to execute, stay inside, keep his hands back, and drive it the other way.
At the plate now, Gary Sheffield, as he'll take a look at ball one. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. From the belt, the pitch. Now here's a line drive, and this is going to get down for extra bases. Uggla heads for the plate. The relay throw, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Roy. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
There's Joe Madden up out of the dugout now on his way to home plate, so it looks as though he's going to call for the double switch here. Herman Santana will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Howie Kendrick is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch.
Batting 9th, number 42, Howie Kendrick.
So coming to the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. He's 0 for 2 in the ball game so far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Ball 1 as he lays off below the zone. And now we see a right-hander up and throwing in the Angel bullpen. A man at third with 1 away. Hit the other way out toward right field. Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll tack on an insurance strike with the sac fly as they lead now 5-3.
Every team is looking for that insurance run late in the game. That run right there gives them a 2-run lead heading into the late innings.
At the plate, Marcell Ozuna. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Santana gets the sign. First pitch on the way. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Two out, nobody on. Hard hit ball to second. So this won't get over the second baseman's glove as he's got it to end the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. We've played 8 full. It's the Marlins 5 and the Angels 3. Kyle Bearclaw comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the 9th.
Number 42, Kyle Bearclaw.
Coming to the plate now, Jim Ferguson. He'll try and lead things off here in inning number 9.
Looking for base runners here as they're down 2 playing on the road. Not an easy thing to do, trying to score runs or bunch hits together off of a closer.
No balls and a strike to count. Hit to short. He's got it. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Now back.
Digging in, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Looking up is the left fielder. Out of here into the visitors' bullpen. A solo shot here to left as they pull within 1 here. It's now a 5-4 game.
The second baseman, Bobby.
Standing in now, Bobby Rich, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. Struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. 2-0 now.
Hey, this isn't going to be an easy save. These guys are making him work for this one.
Now the 2-0. Here's a fastball taken for a strike on the outside corner. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
Well, it's a pretty well-known fact that your batting average goes up as you get into more favorable hitters counts, and that's especially true when we're talking about this kind of hitter. Not a great spot to be in if you're the pitcher.
Sheffield is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Wally Joyner. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone. Fastball was too much for him there. Swung right through it. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Yeah, good luck. But hey, a high fastball all of a sudden becomes really dangerous for a pitcher if it's not spotted above the zone. A little height difference makes all the difference.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And now this relatively sparse crowd comes to their feet one final time. Now a hard liner toward short, and he'll put this one away, and with that the ball game is over.
Hey, a great win for these guys as they wrap up another one, but a little bit of a sour note though. Everyone has to head home, get on those computers, and get those taxes out before midnight.
This evening's game comes to an end, 5-4 the final tally. The Fish came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Willis claims the win out of the pen, his first. Kyle Bearclaw wraps it up for the save, his third of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First, for the victorious Miami Marlins, 5 runs on 5 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. For the Angels, 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 20 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.